Today, our spotlight speaker is Miss Terri Moore. She is she's my coach. She has been my coach, and she also does professional speaking. She's a professional empowerment speaker, a transformational coach, and a best-selling author of Face to Face with God, My Best Friend. And she's also writing another book right now as well. And so rather than taking up a bunch of your time, I'm going to turn it over to you, Terri, so you can share with us.
All righty, thank you. Papa John, can you set me up a timer, please?
Go ahead and set her, let's see, you can go ahead and set like 15 minutes.
I got it set at 15 minutes, Terry. You're ready to go.
I'm ready to go. All righty, well, today I just want to talk about breaking through invisible barriers, what really holds entrepreneurs back. And so I want to start out with a question. Please raise your hand if you've ever had a brilliant business idea that made you so excited you couldn't sleep. That's, I think everybody raised their hand almost. Okay, keep your hand up, please, if you have ever started working on a project at 10 p.m. and then suddenly looked at the clock and it's 3 a.m. Anyone? We're all in the same boat. Okay, so I want you to look around the Zoom, okay? You're surrounded by people with a rare gift because it's called the entrepreneur's brain. And we see opportunities where others see obstacles. And what we do is we get energized by our challenges that could paralyze most people. I know a lot of people that cannot be entrepreneurs because they're just paralyzed in their fear. So we have the belief that we can create anything, something from anything, right? Does everybody believe that? Entrepreneurs should have that major vision in their life that they can complete any task that's given at them. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the entrepreneur's natural advantages. So before we talk about what holds us back, let's celebrate what sets us apart, okay? And because these aren't just nice qualities, they're actual business superpowers. And so first of all, we're going to talk about vision. We see the possibilities. What in the world is going on with your screen, Angela? Anyway, we see possibilities that don't exist yet, right? Okay. While others see problems, we see solutions waiting to be born. How many of us would classify ourselves as a visionary person? Okay. All right. So are you a crazy visionary or you're a really realistic visionary? What I mean by that, realistic visionaries, they can see everything and they start putting their action steps together. Crazy visionaries, which I am, I just see a vision and off I go with it. And then I have to put the pieces of the puzzle together as I go with it. And so there's a big difference there. So can you think of just one vision that you had that came into an existence? Just one person share, please. Somebody open it up, share with what? I think Ruben's getting ready to share. Okay, who wants to share? Come on, I'm running out of time. Dennis.
I'll share.
The nonprofit. I mean, this was a vision that I had several years before I started it, and just saw that there was a need, and nobody was fulfilling it except individual families. So yeah, I mean, I'm that crazy person too, because it's like I had no idea how to do any of this stuff. Just this burning cause within me, and said, "Hey, I'll just go and do what I can." And the people will come that I need when I need them to make it better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I always had a vision to be standing on stages and speaking to all kinds of groups of people from 500 to 2,000 to 8,000. And you know what? When I had that vision, I was petrified of public speaking. But a visionary will push themselves until they make sure that vision happens. And now I'm speaking in front of 8,000 people, or 200 to 8,000, it doesn't matter. But anyway, let's talk about resilience. We can bounce back from setbacks faster than any other people recover from minor inconveniences. Okay? Do you believe that? We can bounce back from setbacks. Setbacks are just ways that's going to push us forward and make us a stronger person. Let's talk about adaptability. When plan A doesn't work for us entrepreneurs, we're already thinking about plan B through plan Z. We pivot as if it's a dance move. So courage, all right? We regularly do things that terrify normal people, like betting your time, money, and reputation on an idea that exists only in your head. When I had this vision to open up a domestic violence organization to help women, children, family, pets, and men, I had no idea how to do it. But you know what? It was, when I went to tell people that I had this dream, they were like, "You're crazy. It's never going to happen." Well, guess what? It did. And it's still going strong today in Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm in Greensboro right now. But here's what's fascinating. These same superpowers are sometimes become our kryptonite when we let our past programming interfere with our natural gifts. So I'm going to talk real briefly about the 3 silent dream hijackers. Okay. Number 1, when vision gets hijacked by perfectionism. That's a big one for us entrepreneurs, isn't it? Perfectionism. We have this incredible vision and high standards, the hijack. That vision becomes a prison when perfectionism takes over. It can paralyze us. Number 2, when adaptability gets hijacked by identity. Basically, what I'm talking about there is you're incredible, adaptable, and can learn anything, but the hijack is old identity stories convince you there are things you just can't do. And let me tell you something, as a certified transformational coach, I can tell you where this is coming from. This is coming from either your dad or your mom, or a coach that made you feel worthless in high school, or it could be coming from an ex-spouse. So just kind of think about that. But the other one is when courage gets hijacked by old safety programming. And what that means is we have an incredible courage and we take risks others don't. But the hijack is your subconscious safety system kicks in and sabotages your progress. Can anybody relate on that one? Anybody? Okay, I guess I'm the only one. But anyway, so let's talk about now fear-based patterns. And this is where entrepreneurs really struggle to climb the ladder of success. So first of all, it's fear of abandonment. Children who experience inconsistent caregiving often become people pleasers as entrepreneurs. They undercharge, overdeliver, and struggle to set boundaries because they fear clients will leave. They also will avoid partnerships or hiring because trusting others feels very dangerous. Can anybody relate to that one? Thanks, Lisa. Okay. All right. Fear of being too much. Does anybody ever have that fear of being too much? Let me explain what I'm talking about. Kids who are told to quiet down or stop being so excited often dim their natural entrepreneurial enthusiasm. They downplay their achievements, apologize for their success, and struggle with self-promotion because they learned early being bold and big wasn't safe. So somewhere along the line, there's somebody in your life that probably tried to silence your voice. And I have worked with hundreds and hundreds of business people that they're trying to climb up the ladder of success, but they can't reach it because they feel very fearful to get on the telephone or to make cold calls. And it's only because somebody in your past has told you to shut up, keep your voice down, or just don't tell anybody because they're going to think you're crazy. Okay. So that will shut you down in a heartbeat. But in closing, I just want to say this. I'm a firm believer in, if you're going to try to get to the peak of the mountain and then slowly bring yourself back down to the other side where you're going to finally reach your highest potential, you first have to leave the baggage that you've acquired since childhood at the bottom. And then you're going to feel the freedom. Because when I first started my own personal journey, I was at the very bottom, okay? And also, I always ask my clients on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, where do you see yourself loving yourself back in the mirror? And many of them will come to me and they'll be a 1, 2, 3. Some will come to me in a 5, 6, 7. But my end result as a coach and a speaker is to get you to love yourself back in the mirror at a loud and proud 10. And if you answer to yourself a low number, then I would really, really love to have a one-to-one chat with you, because I can get you to that loud and proud 10. The other thing is too, I had so much baggage from my past that was weighing me down constantly and making me sick, because believe it or not, our past can cause us to be sick. It can cause leukemia. It can cause all kinds of different disease, because unfortunately, our body wants to live in a very fortunately, our body wants to live in a very healthy environment. But when we have lack of forgiveness in our hearts, or rage, or anger, or bitterness, or anything like that, like I did, I was sick all the time. But that is stored in your liver. And that's what causes a lot of the diseases. So I am a firm believer, if I'm upset with somebody, I'm going to forgive them as fast as I can, because I don't want that to be in my body. So the other thing is too, once you let go of that baggage and you start climbing up the mountain, you're going to see different things in your life than you've never seen before. You're going to be able to be really in tune with people, especially when you get down to the other side of the mountain like I did. All I want to do now, the rest of my life, is just help people. You know, I've already helped myself. I've already gone through all my own coaching. And I can honestly look in the mirror and say, I am a loud and proud 10. So my mission in life right now, at 69 years young, I should say that, is that I want to be able to stand on stages. I want to write my books. I want to do empowerment classes. And I want to be able to see these people change before my very eyes. And if I die tomorrow, then I know that I have made an impact in this world. Can you say that? So if you're really needing help having breakthroughs in your life, please reach out to me. I would love to help you. I have hundreds of testimonials if you need them. And thank you so much. I'm going to open it up for questions and anything else that you have. Anybody have any questions? Yes, Lisa.
I just wanted to say this is a fantastic presentation, Terri. Thank you so very much.